Stay tuned, you're not going to believe what happened. Hey everybody, welcome back. Sorry about the heat pump running. Thought I would give you an update. I was going to come back and talk about Weizenbier, which is done and bottled, and I'm going to do that video next, within the next day or two. But anyway, so right after our last video, I was in the house at night, and Eva, my problem child from the previous video where you see her getting up on the counter, was kind of pushing her away from the dining room table, and what I didn't know is that my other foot was on her lead. So when I pushed her, she basically went, and I went too. I don't even remember the fall, I just remember the pain. The long and the short is I severed a bicep, I tore my rotator cuff. I think that's kind of the extent of it. So that happened on January 18th. On February 18th, I had surgery, and now I am about 4 weeks out from the surgery, and I have about another 3 months of physical therapy ahead of me. This comes off, actually I've been taking it off on and off, being very careful, but 2 more weeks and this thing's gone completely. This has probably been the most, I actually hurt less before the surgery than I hurt now. Unfortunately, it's killed brewing season for me without help. Thank God Al Longoria down the street came, because before I went in for surgery, I knew it was going to be a long time before I'd be able to actually kind of get into it again. So he helped me do a batch of pale ale, and I just have to get that bottled. And then I have another batch of Kolsch. I actually have 2 batches of Kolsch that I'd really like to nail, but I think I'm just going to deal with the one. And that liquid yeast is starting to come to the point where you know, it's nearing the end of its shelf life, so I want to get that done. And then I think that's going to be it for brewing season. That's going to put me at around 18 to 20 cases, I guess, of beer. I'm going to need help, obviously, doing the Kolsch. There's no way. I can't, after the injury, I couldn't lift up at all higher than my chest or reach out. And right now that's still a struggle for me. Even in physical therapy, I'm having a really hard time kind of progressing at that point, which my understanding is that's pretty normal at this point. Everything's very passive right now in physical therapy, and about 2 weeks from now it'll get more aggressive. I can't wait. So I will be back in a day or two with the Weizenbier video talking about how that turned out. I actually gave it to Frank down the street over the weekend, and I said, hey, you want to try this? I have not opened a bottle yet. Why don't you give it a shot, tell me what you think? And he loved it. So I'm sure it's great. I did notice a difference in the yeast that they're using for this batch. The kit, you know, remember this is the kit beer, Weizenbier, and they put WB06 in this kit, and I am almost positive that when I brewed this 10 years ago, WB06 was not the yeast that was used, and I want to say Nottingham, but I'm not certain, but I know it wasn't WB06 because that would have stuck out like a sore thumb. In any event, stay tuned for that video. Sorry I haven't been on. This makes it extremely difficult to do much of anything, but I am coming around. I'm getting better every day. I'm sure, 6 months from now, putting water up there or, mashing in isn't going to be an issue, but it certainly is right now. So anyway, I need a little bit of help to get things going. But I will be back. Yeah, I can still pour. And also, obviously, the first month after surgery, I wasn't going to be mixing alcohol with anything. I just kind of lost my desire to have a beer after the surgery, so I'm thinking I must have hit my head too. So anyway, that's it. Thanks for coming back, bearing with me, and be back with another video here in the next couple days. Thanks. This has been a Matty Boy presentation. Say bye-bye, Matty. Bye-bye.